Bing. Bada boom. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, non-binary finery. There's some sombre music playing. There's a weird man staring at you. It can only mean one thing. It's stream day. How's it going, everyone? Are we doing well on this fucking miserable Tuesday we have here in Blighty? Yeah, we had our week of summer a couple weeks ago, where it was fucking warm. And now it's completely gone the other way. It's horrible outside, it's cold, it's wet. I like listening to rain, not a big fan of being in it. The other day, me and a friend at work went to go for a walk on our lunch break, as we are customary to do, and we got that distance away where it was far enough away we couldn't turn back, but not far enough in where we could just carry on the walk and it'd be fine. And it proceeded to fucking shit it down. So we had to take refuge under a tree. I didn't take a hoodie because it's July and I didn't think I'd need one. How silly was I? And now I'm wrapped up warm in my hoodie, my Conjurer hoodie at that. Look at me go. I can be an edgy ghetto blaster with my cap as well. This is gonna be space vibes for tonight. And yeah, last time I was on, we were in space with the Master Chief, doing something with Halo, probably blowing it up. And now we're going, space adjacent. We're in like some either future planaristic world or we are somewhere else in the space. But we are playing Skibbity D. We're playing Citizen Sleeper. It's a game that's been on my list of things to play and my Game Pass list for quite a while. And I didn't make the connection, two and two together, that the sequel got announced at the Future Game Fest week of stuff. So now it feels like relatively good time to play it, see what it's about. Probably could have timed it better, so it'd be like playing this in a run-up to the sequel's actual release, but at the same time, I don't know when that is, and I can't be bothered. And I really have a hankering to play... Excuse me. I really have a hankering to play an RPG game. I have a few of the Final Fantasy games, but that seems excessive, and especially the ones I have are 13 and all the sequels, and 15. They're all the really bad ones, so I'm told. I have 7, but it's a dead market on Twitch because everyone and their mum streams it, because everyone's got to be quirky. I haven't got, and as a result, I don't have the sequel either, or not the sequel, the remake. And I was tempted to buy 10 and 10-2 because it's a Steam summer sale at the moment and get that. I remember I've recently played 10 and I completed it for the first time quite recently. Felt the ending was a bit flat and a bit shit, but otherwise I really enjoyed playing that game. 10-2 I remember playing half of as a kid. I'm not sure how well the dress spheres have aged. I remember getting hot and bothered under the collar when it happened. And now on Twitch, you know, if we thought Waka's racism hadn't aged well, imagine what would happen if we found out some of the girls in that game actually had boobs. That'd be awful. That would be the worst. So we're compromising and we're playing Citizen Sleeper instead. And someone's got a really squeaky bike outside. Yeah, anyway. A new game. Ooh, there's 3 people we can play as. I know there's 3 purely because I had to look to make sure the game opened up about 5-10 minutes ago. What time are we on? Fucking that's 8:45. Alrighty. So we have a machinist or a machinist. A machinist repairs and modifies automated systems used in industrial resource extraction. Sleep is assigned to machinist work to machinist work are usually diligent, careful, and structured people. I am none of those things. You work better with machines and physical tools. You are bad with approaching a problem head on. That actually sounds more like me. A touch of the tism, some might say. An operator. An operator works with drones and high-precision remote machines to perform complex tasks from a distance. Sleepers assigned to operator work are usually cerebral and precise people. Good with interface and bad with endure. I can kind of relate to that. I'm good with my tech-ish. And I have weak and feeble arms. And extractor. Extractors work on resource extraction, often in hard vacuum environments. Sleepers assigned to extractor work are often confident, self-sufficient, and have a high level of endurance. I ain't fucking none of that. Oh, there's perks as well. Shit. The machinist has chance to gain random scrap item on engineer action. Operator has chance to gain cryo on interface actions. And the extractor has sun-based dice action, allows energy recovery at home. Oh, I don't know. I imagine it must be Chiefs. Actually, I've got my list here. How long does this say, sir? So it takes 6 hours to complete the story, roughly, and then roughly 10 hours to get 400%. So there can be an achievement for completing it on each one. Unless I'm just really bad at video games. Machinist called to me. I think Extractor will be a fun way to play the game, but will be very annoying. Having some extra brain power, I think, might be pretty good. Suspense for music! Enjoying my tall pint of lemon squash. We're loading in space. Loading in all the space. Are we literally loading all of space? This feels like a cutscene. Oh. The first... Oh god, it's reading. Where are you? The first thing you become aware of on waking is the disconnect. The delay between thinking and feeling. Between wanting to act and acting. Minor, almost imperceptible, but always present. Excuse me. It's at its worst when waking, when your self has spent many dark hours recalling what? It's at its worst when waking, when your self has spent many dark hours recalling what it felt like to be real, to be a person, to be in a body that was undisputably yours. Think of that body. Forget about the trauma. You resist nostalgia. It is pointless, especially now. This is the moment to reach out, not curl inwards. This is your moment of escape. Even if it feels immediately like you traded one prison for another, smaller, colder, lifeless. Great start to the game. Reach out, you almost laugh, or you would if there was room or even air to do so. The walls of the container are immediately present, cold hard, at your back and face, cramping your limbs. Not me limmies. You resist the desire to stretch, knowing that the claustrophobia comes next, and retreat a little from your central nervous system. It isn't painful, not like you used to know pain at least. What the fuck? In emergency mode, pain is a message delivered with efficiency and ease, a reminder that harm is imminent. There is no insistent throb, no trembling nerves, just a warning delivered with the banal quality of a digital notification. Right now, there are thousands of them. Remember the plan! You almost remember that it wasn't a good plan, but then your options were limited. And once you got the itch to get out, by any means possible, it was either that plan or something much worse. It was at least simple. Collapse into the shaft and... I lost where I was already. Collapse into the shaft, drift away into the darkness, slip into the cargo processing, seal yourself into the containers, and then just hope the freighter left before you were missed. Some were lost in the shaft before being there. Others never found the meeting point. Only a few made it to the containers, but the freighter, as far as you know, left. That feels like enough. Enough to know that you might no longer be on that grim and heartless rock, even if in the airless world of a freighter, airless hold of a freighter, excuse me, you might freeze solid long before you reach the destination. Try to rest. But you are restless, fucking idiot. Obviously, duh, stupid idiot, fuck. It has been a long time since you left. Surely weeks, maybe months. You are duly aware of damage to your leggies, your arms. That's typed out weird. You have been reserving energy as much as possible, but your body has still needed to shut down many of its systems to protect you. You have spent much of that time asleep. Knowing that anything else would be impossible to endure, you feel the weight of that impossibility again. It is time to sleep. No, sorry, the fucking hell. Why am I reading? It's clear I can't read. I found out with the accuser. I might have the dyslexia. You feel the weight of that impossibility begin to gather. It is time to sleep again. To nudge this false body into inducing delta waves in your emulated mind. And once again recoil into a dream of when you were once a person. Resty. Time passes. The cold creeps further in. You feel something. Warmth. Is it morning wood? I just discovered morning wood. Warmth. Not true warmth, but the indication of its presence. Your joints release from their rigor. Sound too. Everywhere screeching and shimmering so loud that your body ducks your hearing to protect its senses. Ah! Then light. White as the gold. Softer and softer until in a haze of dirty yellow figure appears. You are out. Fucking zip that back up. Let's go. I'm a space. Dragos, pragmatic salvager. Sure. Up, cuz. It has been a few hours since Dragos pulled you from the container. You sit huddled in a corner of a scrapyard, swaddled in the reflective folds of a mylar blanket. You are slowly coming back to consciousness, back to life, and you stare at the inertly curving element of an improvised heater. You are surrounded by angular, incoherent lumps of chips. Some corroded beyond recognition, others still carrying glassy wounds along their edges where a plasma arc slices them apart. As you trace their shapes, with fogged eyes you hear a voice. So, sleeper, you all thawed yet? Stay silent. I want to be the dark, mysterious type. Never seen any one of you come in like this. This new frames must have better perseverance than Sub-Zero vac. Seen more than a few of you frozen solid to hull plates or inside-out locks in my time. They weren't so lucky. Dragos comes into focus, shrouded in makeshift tech. His headset with its glinting eyes, a mark of a drone operator. On his shoulder, one of his symbiotically linked drones perches, its irising eye locking you with an unflinching stare. It's got fingers for legs. I hate it. Last living sleeper that came through this yard was a while ago. They didn't last long. You struggle to read his expressionless... You struggle to read his expression beneath the tech, but he seems lost in memory for a moment. Or perhaps he's just trying to figure out what to do with you. I plan to survive. Dark, mysterious, but broody. You aren't sure if he hears you. I won't ask what led you to do it. To sell yourself to a corporation. Ah, fuck me, we sold out. That's not punk rock. And I suppose you know you can't go back. Your old body, that stares now. And you are just software. A rogue emulation illegally possessing corporate property. You nod along. You remember biometrically signing the forms, the cold floor on your feet as you padded up to the sleeper cells, the promise of a life off-world. But as you do, you now get the familiar sensation that these aren't your memories. These are things you know, but not things you feel. You are no longer that person. You are an offshoot, a copy. Interesting. What you won't know is what's ahead. At least... Oh, fuck. Phone's... Facebook's going off. At least the last one didn't. There's no easy way to put it. That body of yours is falling apart. It's the same for any sleeper who makes it out. Essen Arp wants to protect their property. But if they can't keep hold of you, then no one can. You remember that too, or at least the rumors of it from other sleepers. Planned obsolescence. A built-in dependence on the regularly administered supplements that were part of your routine. Stop taking them and your body begins to shut down. Separate from your emulated mind. How long has it been? How long do you have? My cadence for that was all wrong. Try that part again. Stop taking them and your body begins to shut down. Separate from your... No, that's just... No, I got it right first time. But for now, sleeper, you are one of the lucky ones. Dragos glances up and away towards the glassy dome of the yard. The Eye is the best place you could be right now. The Eye? The station. You'll see it soon enough. Dragos impatiently shifts his weight. Look! I've got things to be getting on with. He trails off. There's an old freight container I've been using as storage out in the stacks. We haven't been pulling in much valuable scrap these days, so you are welcome to it. Something wells up inside of you. Emotion. Fatigue. You shakily get to your feet. Nod. Alright. You head on up there. You look like you need some rest. I've been asleep for months apparently. Why do I need more rest? And with that, Dragos stalks back into the Rex. His drones already converging on a rustling hulk. Plasma flashes silhouetting his spindly figure as he returns to work. Introduction. Welcome to Erlin's Eye. Life on the Eye runs in cycles, during which you can talk to characters, explore areas of the station, perform actions. At the end of each cycle, you need to head to your current home to rest. Resting will move time forward on the station. Head to the empty container location to rest and end the cycle now. Papa? All cycles need to end. Rest and prepare for the next one. End cycle. Sleepy time. Stay hydrated. You wake curled up in a corner of the container and begin slowly assembling the world around you. After all this time, you still find this body, the one you wake in now, strange and disjointed. Its messages readable, but somehow wrong. You sit up, pulling the mylar blanket close against the cold. Here you are on this ruined station, millions of miles from anyone you know. Are you still in the system? Did any of the others make it out? It's impossible to know. After all this, what matters? Get it? I don't know enough context. Ah! You still working the system. I would want to find out what happened to the others, so let's try getting answers. It all matters. The past is impossible to escape if it remains blur. What Essen Art did to you cannot be forgotten. You need a way of understanding all this before you can move on. Oh no. Where are you? What is this place? What happened to the others? The questions Outnumber the answers. I have an itchy nose. You want to change that, but you'll have to learn to survive first. Dragos has left a few comforts in the container. A mylar blanket, the bedroll you slept on, a canister of water, a makeshift electric stove, and some faded sachets of some desiccated powder. We fucking snorting coke up in here? In-game? You thumb the power stud of the stove and begin to boil the water. The contents of the sachet smells like damp wood and you sprinkle them into the liquid. As the pungent smell washes over you, images from your restless sleep come back to you. A ring, like the station, but skeletal and ghostly. Ooh, a spooky ghost. A web of threads pulling at your skin. A constellation of bright polygonal shapes like angular suns burning into your mind. Did I just fucking drop? I know I was joking about the cocaine, right? I said in-game and everything. There's something unpleasantly visceral about these images, and it's long after you finish drinking before they begin to fade. You tidy away the stove as best you can, and try to gather enough energy to greet the day. Fucking been there, brother. Oh my god. I'm just gonna play with some audio settings real quick. Volume mixer. Bring it down a bit for me, and then bring that up a bit for y'all. So hopefully it's still quite loud for you and just a little bit easier on me, so like I have to shout. Give me the word. And if it's not, I'll find out in post. Go to load it, and it sounds like shit. Let's get through this features right now. Ring. Condition, action, dice, and energy. Condition. Your condition represents the current state of your artificial body. It depletes by one segment each cycle, but can also be damaged by violence, injury, or lack of food. If your condition bar empties, you will suffer a breakdown. Fucking hell yeah, dog. You'll have to figure out how to recover your condition. Your tutorial, you meant to teach me! Now that you no longer have access to corporate pharmaceuticals that were keeping you alive, action dice. At the start of each cycle, you roll your action dice. These dice can be used to perform actions on the station. The number of dice rolled is based on your current condition. The worse your condition, the fewer dice you have. Once you have used all your dice, you cannot take any further actions, and you must rest to recover them, ending the current cycle. Energy! You also need to eat to survive. Yep. This is represented by your energy bar. You can refill your energy bar by eating. But first you'll have to find somewhere to get food. Your energy depletes by 2 segments each cycle. If it becomes empty, you'll be starving. When starving, energy loss becomes condition loss, and your condition will also deplete at double the rate per cycle. Huh, this is a lot of mileage. 3 things? Oh shit. Leave. Dragos is standing in the corridor when you close the container. He is still wearing his headset, and in the harsh light of the corridor, you realize it is implanted. A drone sits on his shoulder, its cache of sensor eyes rapidly arising. How are you feeling? Alright. The drone chirps. Good to hear. You notice that beneath the operator's rig, his skin is marked with burns and blotches. I know the container isn't much, but it'll keep you safe. He pauses. So I'm not going to chit-chat too long. You well enough to work? Yeah. Alright then. He nods. At the yard, it's simple stuff. We hack these old hulls down and sell them to the shipyards or the bright market dealers for cryo. Occasionally we pull out some tech, something with a bit more value, but most of what comes out, or what comes in, is crap.
It's hard to find good hands here, but I figure as a sleeper you'll be used to the manual labor. And obviously I'll slip you a few chits of commission based on what you turn to chits, sir. These, he pulls out a handful of small metal bars. Air-walled cryo, isolated from the market. It's what we use for trade around here. He stuffs them back into his pocket. He shuffles his feet nervously. Look, I wouldn't usually do this. In my opinion, you'd be best suited moving on as quick as you can. And sleepers, well, he trails off. But things being the way they are for me at the yard, I need the help. Why? Things are a little tight, that's all. I owe a little cryo to a client here and there.
He pauses, thinking of something else.
Look, just come down to the yard when you're feeling fresher. There's plenty to do.
Will do. He nods distractedly and turns and walks away. The drone hopping along ahead of him.
See you later!
He calls back. Next time! Look, fucking hell. Looks like it's time to get to work. I'm on a plane. Dragold Yard! Ooh. I thought that was a body for a second. That seems interessante. But we'll stick to the trigger shots for now. Oh my fucking lord! Actions are primary ways for you to interact with the world of Citizen Sleeper. To perform an action, select it with D-pad and A, and then choose action dice to assign. Yeah, boy. Actions reward you with clock progression, energy, condition, or items depending on the outcome. There are 3 types of outcome. Positive, the action goes better than expected. Neutral, the action succeeds. Negative, the action fails. Action dice affect these outcomes as follows. Oh, Christ, have I got to remember these? Okay, full 6 is 100%, 5 is 50-50 positive. 3, 4 is, okay. Actions display information about their type, risk level, and skill, and modifiers that applies to that action. Active pause there was not necessary. Type. Either critical or repeatable critical actions when performed once. Risk. Either safe, risky, or danger. No loss condition. Negative outcome means cryo or energy loss. Negative outcome means condition loss. Neutral outcome means okay. Skill. The skill that this actually requires: engineer, interface, intuit, or engage. I think engineer is the one I'm up with. Modifier. Oh, that's how it is. Modifier either plus or minus. Blah, blah, blah. This is added to the action dice when slotted and improves its value. Some actions require +1 to perform. Oh my darling. Oh my darling. Let's go with this one. Even the rustiest hull can hide valuable components. Materials attractive. Yeah! Do I choose? Oh, well. Well now. Let's go. Because it's risky, let's go with you! Yes! Hell yeah! Actions often progress clocks. Clocks are displayed below the action. You have to fill them, and they track your actions and how they affect the world. Filling a clock means something good or bad is about to happen. Some clocks, such as the one tracking Drago's death, are cycle clocks. These clocks tick themselves once each cycle and can complete without player input. And any active cycle clocks will be displayed with the icon for that location. Excuse me. Fuck now. Oh my god! Instead of you like drives, as you discover well, drives guide you to pursuing specific objectives depending on which path you take the track. You can track drives, and any tracked drive place a yellow mark on locations that will help you pursue your goal. So I press LB. Very sports, but you try and track drives to survive. Look for food to keep your energy up and a way to recover condition. Fill clocks to progress stories and find new opportunities. Remember to end cycle at your home when you are out of dice. Scroll. Yep. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bum, bing, bong. Back in the business. Okay, let's get out. I have to survive. Oh my god. Find a doctor. No! Everything's yellow! Bright market. Low end gate. Do I just start going around everywhere? Let's go there! Merchants running to. There's nothing there! It takes 7 seconds to reach the top of the. Bright market! I'm on a plane. Oh. Hundred people. Ah! Shit! Oh, bean. Fucking hell! Well, that only just bit. Oh, it just bit. Go to sleep. Go to complete active scenes. What do you mean? Can I still go in? Help me! Oh. Next! Comes a call from the enforcer at the door. You shuffle down the flickering hallway towards the open apartment door. You keep your head down, your shoulders high in the queue. Try not to bring attention to yourself. You were thankful for the tip-off that a doctor was operating out of this place, but now that you are here, you aren't so sure. The gang enforcer on the door. The flickering light strips. The yawning man! The gang have blocked. They'll have made a long queue and test of your nerves, but your options are few, and without a supply of stabilizers, your body will deed. You suppress a shiver and shuffle forward to the front of the queue. You try to find something to distract yourself. Look inside. You lean against the door frame and into the apartment. The entryway is dark, punctuated by the green indicators of stacks of sealed containers. You lean in and see an amber light flickering through the far doorway, screened with plastic sheeting, beyond which blurred shapes move. The slap of an enforcer's palm against the doorway jerked you awake. Wait your turn, he growls. After a few moments, a figure pushes through the doorway, and you catch a distant voice. Send the next one in, Toshiro! The enforcer jerks his head, and you slip inside, passing through the dark entryway and pushing through the plastic sheeting on the far door. The room beyond is bathed in warm light. A floor-to-ceiling transparent panel gives a full view of the bright market sealed roof and the buzzing traffic below, and for a moment you are transfixed by the motion. Come! No, just come. Come, sit. It's basically the same voice as the other lad. calls a sharp voice, and you see a silhouetted figure turned away, replacing the plastic sheet over the frame of a simple folding bed. You make your way across the room. The figure turns, and as they do, you see an expression of confusion flash across their features. They open their mouth as if to speak, they blink and quickly regain their composure.
Please sit.
They gesture to bed, and then turn to the open case of tool on the table. You sit. Sabine turns, a compact diagnostic scanner of some kind in their hand. They hold it to your eye.
Remain still, please.
Their tone is clipped and businesslike. No. Remain still, please. That'll be my business voice. You stare ahead, still dazed from their expression. When you first still dazed from their expression from when you first entered. Fear, recognition, sadness, unmistakably etched across their face.
How long have you been at this station?
They ask. Their scanner still to your eye. Mysterious. They lower the scanner to meet your eye.
You can talk.
They glance towards the doorway.
I know the conditions aren't ideal, but I need you to be honest with me.
They make some adjustments to the scanner.
Or you can leave.
They set the diagnostic scanner on the table.
I'm going to start by assuming you don't know anything.
Ow! That's fucking rude. They take your arm and roll up your sleeve, inspecting your synthetic skin.
Your body is dying.
They say it without ceremony, without drama, but not without empathy.
S&R doesn't like to see its proprietary technology let loose. To prevent bodies like yours, frames as they call them, from being stolen, repurposed, or in your case, escaping, they built in a process of so-called planned obsolescence. Frames decay rapidly when not regularly injected with stabilizer, one which S&R remains the sole producer of.
They look up.
Sound familiar?
How do you know this? They shift in the seat.
You aren't the first sleeper I've encountered.
You wait for more, but they go back to their inspection. They swap to your other arm. Running some thin metal device across your skin, you feel your forearm tremble.
I'm sorry,
Sabine says, and you are unsure if they mean for the cold touch of the metal or for everything else. That's fair.
Emulations like you, sleepers as most people know you, aren't classified as people in any of the surrogate system. You have no rights, no status.
Wow, it's like being a woman in the 21st century. They focus hard on the inspection of your arm.
And S&R has no reason to really stabilize and command.
Sabine looks up as if to apologize again, but they stop themselves.
I know little of this is of use to you.
They turn away, disassembling the metal instrument and cleaning it. Silence fills the room as Sabine works, and then the silence gives way to tension. You stare back, willing them to say something. Anything. Sabine turns to face you.
I may be able to help.
They sigh, and you see the darkness under their eyes. Hear the fatigue in their voice. They gesture to the door.
You saw Tashir outside.
You nod.
He works for my benefactor, Yatagan. They are influential in the low end. They give me the space to work, run the door, and take up the profits. At the same time, I have to fix up their forces, tend to their implants, sew up their wounds.
They look away.
But Yatagan has connections. Smugglers from Starward Belt. Mercenaries working for the corporations on Ember. If they can source a stabilizer, maybe you'll have a better chance.
Sabine sets down their slate, their notes complete.
This is dangerous, and it'll be expensive. But I think we can do it.
Why are you helping me? Sabine walks to the window, their face dappled with the shadows of the passing drones.
Let's just see if this works first. I'll let you know when I have a lead.
You nod and leave, Sabine still staring out, unmoving. When you reach the lower level of the market, you look back through the panels of the roof to see if you can see their face. But the room looks dark against the light of the market. You duck your head and walk off into the crowd. Can I go to bed? I really like to go to bed. I've run out of dice. I still can't leave. What the fuck?
Ah!
I can't do any of it. I want to go to bed. Complete active scene. I can't do anything. Oh shit. Memphis is busy. He is broad-faced, uplit by the makeshift gas burner in front of him. With precise, delicate movement, he lays thick chunks of marinated fungus into a dented wok, his other hand idly tossing a metal bowl of sliced vegetables and some red flecked dressing. The smell is incroyable. You watch as he fulfills a set of orders, heaping the fungus with the bright salad and depositing it in plastic trays. A stack of chits rattles in his apron pocket as customers file past the burner, handing over payment. Approach. You join the queue. It's mostly made up of off-duty salvagers, vac suits, and zipped and rolled down exposed stained vests, grubby mods, and lattice of scars and tattoos. They discuss the best fit on the eye, the best drink comparing notes on bright market drives. Their words cut through with heavy spaces slang. I fucking butchered all of that. Eventually it's your turn. You shuffle to the front. Memphis speaks in a deep, even tone without looking up. First time is free. Thank you. The smell is almost unbearably strong as he cooks. The earthiness of the fungus laced with something so spicy the smoke makes your eyes water. The heat from the burner is like a bonfire and your skin hardens in its glare. I know you slippers. Slippers? Memphis says while he cooks, his voice deep but clear. I can't go that deep, alright? A hard life. A lot of stories. He glances up from beneath his captain's fizzing eyes. I know. Tell him a story. You begin to tell him about your journey to the Eye, and he nods as he cooks, his eyes never leaving his work. You tell him about the confusion, the pain, but also the sense of possibility, and its sudden arrival. You tell him of the cold and dark of the container, and the endless cycle spent within it. Now it seems, you tell him, like some kind of dream, that you once had but can never forget. You tell him that the Eye excites you and scares you. I'm fucking dying. I had quesadillas and they're fighting back. You are unsure whether to walk, where to look, what to do. Eventually you tail off, running out of words. He places a plastic tray of steaming fungus in your hand. Next time, we can talk some more. He smiles. But next time, you pay. You done it now. You're gonna make a big mistake. He slams a heavy hand against the button on the burner side and shuts it off. The roar of the flame and its oppressive heat fades. Next time, then, sleeper. He waves you away and begins to oil the wok. Before you can turn back to the alley, you notice the geometric patterns of circular scars across his forearms, each surrounded with a constellation of glinting pin marks. Interessante. You walk away, and as you do, you take a bite of this rich, spicy, delicately sweet fungus. Your taste senses light up with like a fusion reaction. You'll be back. Low end gate. Troll toll. Nothing to do there. I can't be here. There's so much going on. I can't think of that. And sleepy time. I don't have a fucking clue what I'm doing. This time, you don't wake up. Instead, the ghost of the station, that shifting skeletal ring, surrounds you. Oh shit. For a moment, you are gone, absent from your own body, stretched out across the colourless void. Then the connections begin to establish themselves, threads tugging on the edge of your mind. These threads become vectors of exchange and extensions as you feel your thoughts slipping away down them, dissolving into millions of distributed nodes they connect to. You see the station. No, you feel the station, like a web of texture in a black liquid. Attention! You find a point in the station and you connect to it. Pulse through it. Follow loops and pass under and around it. You touch more points than you have fingers. You can get all up in that shit. And then you try, in a moment of impulsiveness, to connect them. The flow passes through you so rapidly that you feel yourself being carried with it, splitting and separating, eddying and gathering. As you do, things occur to you, things that you can't possibly know. You reach out, try to grasp them, try to touch them too. You notice a tugging feeling, pulling at you, incessantly, as if it were a small child. Kick the child! Somehow it is pulling you in two different directions at once. You look down. Oh god, it's a child! All of a sudden, everything shuts down. You come back trembling into this familiar body, both yours and not yours, all at once. You find yourself standing in the container, eyes now open to the dark steel walls. You feel a change within you, a shift. Excuse me. You close your eyes for a second and you feel it waiting there. The station splayed out across your mind. A storm of connective nodes waiting to be explored, and then it's gone. Oh, come on! What were these dice rolls? That's a crock of shit, that's what that is. It's a crock of shit. Oh, jeez. It's going to take some time to sort through and cut your way through that. Australia, you're in a street child labour. Even the distracting. Nope. Nice. Stop it! This game controls like arse! I think I've got to build that up and that'll be enough to pay off the debt. I have 15 creditors. Salvage sorted. It takes several seconds to reach the store, but loaded. With scrap from the old wreck. Okay. I just have to wait for her. Memphis, my 15. That's all my money. But I am weak. I need food, I think. Okay, and tomorrow, ow, my butt. Tomorrow, I can work, and I can help, and I can be a real boy. What was that thing in the middle? So, that I can, yes, I meant that I can with. What is all there? What else? Heavenly security of the plan, sitting over making fast with nose plate. That's okay, that's good to know what time that means. Doesn't just mean just visit, it means keeping your eye on your arrivals too. Havenish watch list, Havenish run the rotunda and security watches the docks better with strict attention. The rotunda
I don't know what the pretender is. What are you? Where? That. You don't have connections, but you do have skills. You can get shipbuilding. You might be in. Whole materials as a newcomer, you can only gain favorable material. Ah! Woohoo! Let's go do one more thing over here. See if we can get some more money. Money! Money! I can live with that. Worst things happen to see. How much does he need? Oh yeah! Wait a minute! I did that! Oh. I just gotta keep doing that a few times. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Alright. Okay. Pumpkin. Oh fuck! Oh, I just realised I'm kind of in the way. Oh Jesus, where's a good place to be? Down here. Stop it. Well, that'll do until I figure out that. Again, the skeletal ring of the station fills your mind. It sparkles with glittering lights, like stars reflected in a winter lake. It is clearer, crisper than before. Threads still pull, but you remain in place, flickering in the flow. Between the threads, you see bright shapes, caches of shimmering light between transparent crystal forms. You follow the path of the thread across the ring through these forms, then leap off into the void. You begin to understand these are nodes and connections, a map of information, of communication. There are so many layers and so many loops that it seems almost impossible to part, but we can try. Focus on the nodes. The nodes are glassy, bright, but in all this flow, the only solid and fixed points. You approach one, a pyramid or a triangle. Dimensions are difficult here. And lean close to it. Inside, shifting layers conceal a tangle of threads in a meeting point of exchange. But before you can glimpse any further, the glass clouds and hardens cut you off. The threads and nodes, passages and puzzle boxes, one leads to another. There is so much here, so many answers, so many questions. All you need to do is follow the path and open the boxes. And scratch my nose. You look out across this ghost landscape of exchange and see an opportunity. But then that incessant tugging again, pulling at you. You look down again and see two lines, two threads pulling in different directions as if they were tied to you. Oh shit, the first the worst, second the best. The second thread leads you in, pulling deep into the station. Your gaze follows it, and this time you see something, a sphere shimmering above a strange angular body. It's the child again! Kick it! A pulse shoots out from it, passing over you like a torch beam, testing you. Tasting me? Ew! The first! Oh, fuck. First thread leads out away from the station into the inky black. Someone out there is tracking you, hunting you, following the thread to you. They are in a ship, and the ship is approaching ever closer with each cycle. Ah, shit. You open your eyes. Time is short. Oh, fuck me. I lost a thing. God damn it. The cloud. Something has changed inside you. You can now access the cloud
the data cloud of the Eye, a network of decaying protocols and data caches, where you can use dice and items to extract systems and extract data. Be careful, these networks are old and strange. Press Y to talk with you. What the fuck is this? Oh, Jesus. I don't have a fucking clue. Oh, bloody hell. Lights flickering? Data actions allow you to extract data from the network of the Eye. They work like dice actions, but in order to unlock them, you must match your dice to the one displayed right there. Fluttering fitness for skill, you bring more possible dice to match. You can't use any dice that matches the dice displayed. Shit. Okay, can't do that one. You are a 1! Ha ha ha! Bypass, bitch! Hell yeah. What did I do? Okie dokie! I'm perplexed. I want to earn more moolah for my brethren. Back in the business. Boop-a-doo-loo. I'm gonna fucking die next turn! Alright. Okay. How does one... You arrive into a buzz of activity at the yard. Red blinking lights flash across the vast dark shape. Suspended below the dome, they flicker across scorched hull plates and bent structures, spilling from holes in the twisted shape. The cutter is huge and has been torn apart in some violent encounter.
She's a beauty, isn't she?
Dragos stands to the side, focused on the hulking ship that is low. What is it? Dragos laughs.
That, my friend, is a great scrap. I should thank you. This place was on its last legs when you turned up, and now look at this.
The ship descends slowly, its interior visible through multiple hull breaches. You struggle to gather the same enthusiasm as Dragos for this for the monstrous craft. You can't help but think of what happened with its crew. What happened?
What do you mean?
Let's glance at you.
I managed to convince our salvager friend to give it to me on credit. That's what happened.
No one on the ship.
Not my concern.
He shrugs. The ship creaks like a calving. The ship creaks like a calving iceberg as it reaches the base of the yard. Dragos is visibly excited.
I know, I said you shouldn't stick around, but I'm gonna need some help with this one.
The drones start to crawl all over the hulk, their lights illuminating flashes of dented hull. Watching you wonder if you arrived in a similar fashion. Locked inside that container, the ship of the S&R freighter lowered into the yard like a corpse ready to be butchered, or was the container delivered to Dragos on its own, a womb for your rebirth into the strange station? You shudder. Perhaps if you could learn something about this place, you might be able to trace the path that led you to this yard. Dragos squeezes your shoulder.
After all these past cycles, I think we are up to it. What do you think?
You see the fading name of the ship emblazoned on the side. Winter Light. Hey, Dragos. He claps you on the back.
Glad to hear. Come back in a few and we'll make a start. A real beauty.
Dragos repeats. Perhaps just to himself. You take one last look at the shattered ship as the drones start cutting, and you slip out of the yard, feeling suddenly cold in the empty passage. So... Hey, bud! You complete your first drive! Let's fucking go! Each drive completed unlocks an upgrade point and... Sorry, it unlocks an upgrade point to spend your character. Actually, character plus RB. Ooh. There's not really much I can do here, is there? Chance to gain random scrap. Sure. Oh, well. I see. Use that would actually be good. Transfer credit. I would like to get that to not be shit. Sunbathe, dice action, nice. Chance to gain cryo on interface actions. Dice actions display potential positive and negative. Ooh, that might not be terrible. At this early stage, I feel like it might be good to have a way to repair condition. But I don't want to just like heavy grade into upgrade. I've already forgotten what energy is. And there is no way. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Oh, energy is... I have to wait for the doctor, right? There's not really much I can do about that for now. So, I am going to say... Why can't I do anything? Go away! Jesus Christ, it's UI! It's pissing me off! Thank you. That one. Yeah, did it. Spin! I gotta wait a bit more. Emphys. Load me up, daddy. With some mushy room that only upgraded 1. That's upsetting. Although I won't die. Although it means I have 5 tomorrow. Sick. There's nothing else I can do. Special ship. Higher paranoid. Investigate the wreckage. Oh my fucking lord, look at all this. Alright, that's a smart problem. Let's go to sleep. Stop making me lose 2 condition, you bitch! As you close up, a voice echoes down the corridor towards you. Sleeper, wake up! Oh, wait up. Feng! Feng is coming down the corridor towards you, a wonky grin on his broad face. Hey! Glad I caught you. Do I know you? He grins. You do now! He puts a hand on your arm. I've seen you hanging around. Just want to chat. You staying in that thing? He nods back to the container, shaking his head. Rough. It could be hard to get a start on the fuck. What voice is this? It can be hard to get a start on the eye. He looks away down the passage. What was it old Erlen said? The eye opens for us all. Nice idea, but not always very practical. He glances back at you. We do our best, but it isn't easy. Really? You pass together into the main walkway. No one has told you about Erlen.
He's the founder of this place. That's why it bears his name.
Varnage.
Havanage should organize some seminars. Not really my department, though. I'm with systems.
Systems.
Everything the eye runs on.
He runs a hand along the passage wall.
This place is a ruin. The systems keeps it spinning somehow. At least we try to.
He stops you in the quiet passage.
Look,
That's not what I came here to discuss. That's not what I'm here to discuss.
I saw you around, and well, I know a little about you, sleepers. I have a little proposition for you.
He glances around.
But this is not the place for it. I have an office just across the way. Give me a cycle or two to prepare, and then, when you are settled, stop by.
He lowers his voice and gives you a dark look.
In truth, I need you. If what they say is true about you, sleep as well. There's work to be done.
Pat you on the back. His voice bright, his dark look suddenly gone.
Stay clean, sleeper.
He walks down the passage, raising a hand in farewell. Bye, Fang. Doc, the doctor gave me the news. I'm gonna shit blood. The first thing you see on entering is the glint of Tashira's implants, like cat's eyes. In the dark of the corridor, he nods you in as you arrive at Sabine's store. The entryway is still dark, and you push through the sheeting into the surgery. I have it. Sabine stands with the case open in front of them. A set of files lined up inside, separated by foam inserts. They pick one up, rotating in the warm light. I have no idea how yet again. They trail off. We should treat this with caution. It looks authentic, but I have no idea what it's really about. Fucking hell. I have no idea if it really is what it appears to be. I'm the test case. It seems to be the case. Unfortunately, I'm not sure we have any other choice. They gesture for you to sit on the bead. The stabilizer works on the simple principle to an immunosuppressant in a transplant operation, in that it stops your body from rejecting the unfamiliar part of itself. Ah, my ribs. In the case of your frame, the unfamiliar part is each of your biosynthetic organ groups, which over time are identified by your body as foreign material and therefore must be eliminated. Sabine holds up a vial of the would-be stabilizer. However, unlike an immunosuppressant, the stabilizer does not do this by limiting your entire immune system. Instead, why am I don't fucking care? I regret this. Just stab me. Instead, it re-encodes your biosynthetic organs with new protein chains which acts as passcodes within your immune system. The stabilizer refreshes those passcodes, keeping your frame from rejecting all of its organs. Which means the stabilizer should be able to encode any organic or biosynthetic matter to be accepted by you. Cool! Lead with that! Okay, they glance away. At least if the stabilizer is genuine, the only way to know for sure is to reject the vial. They begin readying the syringe. I will start with a small dose to limit the risk. Let's be optimistic for it. Let's fucking do it, bro. Or whatever the non-binary version of bro is. Sabine cracks the glass. What? Sabine cracks the glass nut of the stabilizer vial and uses the syringe to extract a fraction of the liquid. They tap the syringe and you watch as if any sign might emerge from the clear liquid. You barely feel the needle, your frame registering the initial injection but with little response. Something happened. Burp. A sensation begins to spread on the site. A fizzing, trembling oil that disperses through your arm with incredible speed. Jesus Christ, you fucking injected me with tonic water! Sabine appears encased in shards of sparkling light that slowly fade to the darkness as you settle back against the bed. You swim in darkness, muffled noises like an argument heard from underwater, prickling waves of cold. Uh-oh. When you sit back up, Sabine is sitting in a chair by the window, facing away from you. Backlit, by the glow of their slate.
Awake.
What happened?
The stabilizer is genuine.
They sit down beside again.
I don't know how yet again acquired a case of the stuff, but they did.
Sabine looks troubled, distracted.
You should rest some more. But you are going to have to do that somewhere else.
They gesture to the door.
I have other patients. Sorry.
Sabine nods towards the case.
I'm afraid I can't offer you any more
Doses? What the fuck? I'm gonna die! You are going to need to pay for the... Oh, okay. Silence fills the room, and they return to their glowing slates. Looking around, it seems different somehow, as if you were... Things have moved or shifted. You wonder how long you've been up to Sabine.
Nothing comes free, sleeper. Remember that.
You manage to get to your feet. It's fucking light. It's flickering. I swear to God. You manage to get to your feet and wander into the hallway. The queue stretches down the flickering corridor. Toshiro stands impatient by the door and fixes you with a glare as you leave. You lower your eyes as you stumble past, somehow faintly aware the station spinning beneath you.
He's gonna live, motherfuckers!
Let's do a little bit of an explore, shall we? A little bit of explore. Shit! Let's go to work. Oh, what's this again? Oh, that's just waiting. Let's help our brother out. Oh, wait, no. Keynote. Bypass, motherfucker! Hell yeah, I have no idea what these are for. Uh-oh, as you drift back into the node, something latches onto you. A thread strung tight around you, tethered you in place. The voice makes you shift, so somehow, but this close behind your ear. You see a distant glint of light shot off. And suddenly a shape is at your side. It stalks around you, circling like a shark, like a wolf.
Entity unknown. Astringent. Processing.
Resist! Oh my god! You struggle against the thread as it tightens. In response, a glittering garrote.
Please hold.
Ah! The thread around you thickens until it is a ring, a cylinder, a tunnel of light circled around you. It is binding for a moment and then it is gone. As it fades, you see a figure, a creature in front of you. Its strange head flickers between different angles, reading you. What are you? The shape paces around you on lithe legs, though there is no ground here to pace on.
Entity. Identify. Origin. Serial. Cadence.
The figure faces you expectantly. Stay quiet.
Refusal.
The figure's strange head rotates. Brackish signature.
Of and of node. Attempting interface.
As the figure speaks, more threads begin to spiral. Oh Jesus! I just killed myself. In game. More threads begin to spiral from his head, thick and shaking, vine-like ribbons that flex and wave. They approach with intent. Fucking run! You kick off and glide. Okay, that didn't work. For a tentacle, they follow, wrapping the web around you. Web, tangle of tentacles closing and stop! Hunter halts its thread, its head twitching. Entity, your identity is unknown.
We only seek to correct
illegalities. Fucking hell. Can we confirm your legal right to sentience? I'm a person.
Incorrect. You are an entity.
Oh, fuck off! You are an entity. All at once, Hunter's head is directly in front of yours, blocking your vision. You
Take off that taste. Go on from the seal dog.
Hunter shimmers with fury.
I will find out that. I will interface. concealed dark. I don't need hides in the rotunda. You are its puppet.
Hunter extends a razor-edged thread.
I will not be defeated for my time.
It glows with murderous red. Punch it! You lash out with all your force, not physical strike, but a focusing, a spike of interference leaping out like the tip of a spear. Hunter stumbles, shifts, and separates. Wake the fuck up! You open your eyes, blinking back to the station, shaking with fear. Ah! Click on. Dragos. Oh, hun. Dragos seems increasingly nervous about your presence in the yard. You're not sure if he's going to hold his nerves longer. Uh-oh. I don't really have enough of that, so let's go with this. Hadouken! Yo! We Gucci. Let's get some din-dins. Fist, do. Oh, give me mushrooms. Delicious. Now, can I wake up and have 5 fucking dice tomorrow? That would be really swell. Five dice, let's go! I'm might as well. Okie dokie, artichoke. What the fuck is that? I don't have one of them, so we'll ignore it. What's a diamond? Okay, so that's a what's a triangle? No, just look at a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Snow is orbited remains. Have you got anything to use up my one with? I don't want this one. Aha! Gimme do. Oh, yummy. Stay the fuck away from me, you weird creepy thing. Yeah. Wait, I'm good on health for a bit. I need money. Oh, what are you? Oh, hello. Can't do anything with you. Unload containers. Freighter. Predictive reasoning. I can either get 15 cryo or 15 cryo. I like 15 cryo. It's a danger noodle. So let's put in a whole 6. Let's go! And I got energy! Let's fucking go! What the fuck was that? The fuck is this? The fuck are that? The fuck are you? Oh, it's Fang! Hi, Fang!
Sleeper!
I've already forgotten his voice. Fang catches your attention as you approach the half an inch building, leaning against a bay door to the side of the entrance. You approach.
Easy to come in this way. Security and all that.
You have a look.
You know.
He slams a button and the bay creaks open, blinking lights. Ow! And the dark behind it. You follow Fang inside.
Truth be told, I don't spend much time upstairs. This is where I work.
The door hisses as it closes behind you. The bay is filled with pieces of hardware, all rigged up to generators and diagnostic slates, and things you don't recognize that glow with blue screen light. Oh my god, he's working on Linux! There is a chorus of hums that blends into a single wave of static, filling the dark corners of the room. Feng leans on a server stack and gestures around you.
You'll like it.
What is all this? He taps a nearby server stack, which bleeps in response. This is my
Treasure trove. All dredged up from this sea of systems we call the Eye. You wouldn't believe what this place runs on.
Windows 95. He steps over a towering block speckled with vents. Some of these systems are from the original station, A1. Isn't that fucking Elon Musk's kid? Why is there a shadow? Piss off, shadow. It's not coming from my room. This one Solheim built. Oh, that's why there was a shadow. It's a ship. That ship's gonna fucking crash!
We've had to invent new components. Repair things we never built. Reverse engineer entire subsystems into existence. Residents here look up at the Eye and think they're reading a constant concrete reality. But this place is a system in constant flux, decaying and growing, collapsing into new configurations.
He walks down between the hardware stacks and you follow.
We are keeping this place alive, but also remaking it to something new, dragging it away from those corporate origins. He stops. At least that's what I'm trying to do.
He turns back to face you among the flickering machines humming all around you.
I know you see this too, Sleeper. All these systems and sections. You can, can't you?
I can seize it.
It makes sense, right? You are between here and there, between the people and their systems. You light this place up like a beacon. That's what I need.
Glance at the lights around you, and as you do, they seem to flicker, to realign, to follow your gaze. Feng notices it too.
I'm guessing being a beacon isn't always ideal when you're on the run, though.
They're tracking you. He pats you on the shoulder.
Maybe I can help with that. There's a lot of old growth in this place. Subsystems I can't see. Access protocols lost to time and decay. Secrets. A shitload of secrets. He said a naughty word! With your help, I can unlock this place. Break off those last ghost limbs of corporate control.
He lowers his voice below the hum.
Even in the Havanage, there's old growth. Those whose roots trace back to those.
I lost it halfway through. Those whose roots trace back to those bad old days. Ah! You help me check the pass, and I'll see what I can do about that tracker of yours. He winks. What do you say, Sipper? I'm in! Feng punctures his fist and claps you on the shoulder. Why? He is very touchy-feely. He meets your eye.
You won't regret it, Sleeper.
Feng passes you a ragged-looking metal tab.
A gift,
He smiles.
It's a Solheim cipher. I dug it up from the depths of the station. Slot that into any old network gate and you'll be able to pull out all kinds of secrets from the nodes inside. He walks you back to the front of the base. Start by bringing me whatever you can turn up. Use that emulated mind of yours to see what's out there. Let's get a picture of how things are. Those above, he nods to the ceiling, have granted me an acquisition budget. I can pay you for whatever useful data you bring in. Ah! I know you need it.
He slams the door button again.
Keep it quiet, keep it clean, sleeper. And I'll see you soon. You step back, blinking into the passage, just flickering lights still in the back of your mind. Hell yeah, we have a bro! Oh, and I've got a thing! With a squawk of noise, the old gate flips open, granting access. Yeah, dude! What do I do with this? Oh. So this would be a good thing to get rid of all the shitty dice I get. That's kind of cool. 3. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, 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 boom. Let's do a 3. Bye bye. Extract data. Yummy, yum, yum. Let's do a little bit of work for our good pal Dragos. Highway to the danger zone. Hell yeah! Dragos seems like he's been out. He's got longer. What do I want to like go towards? I sure knows. Hell yeah. Okay. Oh my god. Thing is reverse. Thing. Jesus, please. No! Hang on. Shipyard. Shipyard. Thing. But I thought I did that! God damn it! Ah, jeez. Okay. Buy some scrap. Sometimes with value. Banana, squash banana. Okay. No, stop it, stop it, stop it. Uh-huh. Should I let's keep an eye on you for now. Is there anything that uses up these keys? I've got plenty of these keys. You all want a key? How about a key? Shit. A key. What the fuck is that? Okay. That was rather useless. Memphis, my cousin! I actually don't need energy to do. I'm gonna hold off for now. Uh, 100 cryo! My lord. I was gonna say I don't have anything.
patch up a romance. If I get a good dice, I might do that one next. And I might spam a bunch of that. Go to sleep! Go to sleep! Go to sleep, you weird little fucking robot thing. Oh my god!
I'm upset at someone. What are these dice rolls? Are you fucking joking me? Chuffinora. Gimme something good after midnight. Hell yeah. Yo, hardware exchange. Oh, for fuck's sake. What a very specific amount, 19 credits. Cryos. Oh, hey! I can sell components here. Do I want to do that? Yes. Yay! Oh my god, there's so much here. You've heard talk of a fabricator owned by the Ort Exchange. With that few fragments, you could build a ship mind core. What's one of them? Gain access to the Ort Fabricator. What's one of that? That's the Ort Exchange. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh. Well. Furniture, sharp. So I imagine I'll just get me beefed up with that. Okay. Alright, whatever. That's right. Stop it! How the hell? What the hell is it? What? Stop it! Dumb. Oh. Okay. Crap. Hell yeah, give me stuff. Oh, and I got a thing! Thing! Start the car! Hell yeah, dog! Havana Junana. Oh, I've got a weird fucking... This is amazing. I am the best at this video game. Nothing can stop me. I swear that was a... Oh, I was gonna say. I don't have the right one. I hate this game. I have a Havana. What the fuck? Oh, it's a Havana startup. Fuck you then. Whoop. Havana Junana. Fang me old buddy, old pal. Hell yeah, brother. 15 cryo. Let's go. What else did that say? Let's go. God damn it, the other one's not good enough for you. I hate you. That means nothing to me. Alright. He's starting to not like me all that much. Oh no. Let's fucking... Come on, potato salad! Well, it worked! Oh, it didn't. I got some yard clearance though. Memphis, my brother! How's it going, man? I'm your biggest fan. I love you.
And then... Oh, I forgot his voice.
Sleeper.
Huh. Sleeper.
Emphys calls out to you, a booming voice that echoes through the corridor.
Tell me a story.
He throws a handful of chopped mushrooms into his wok, the fire leaping up to meet the oil.
I see you cycle in, cycle out, but we never speak. Tell me a story.
What kind of story do you want, brother?
Any kind.
He pauses and drills something from a plastic bottle into the wok.
But one of yours.
He looks up at you.
Nothing stolen.
You pause, the spices rich in your nostrils, and think about the kind of story you'd like to tell Emphys. You look at Emphys, the listener, and imagine that he's heard it all before. Perhaps he would enjoy strange stories, something with bits of spice. Oh yeah, let's tell him about weird fucking dreams.
All the sleepers.
Alright, all the sleepers you tell Emphys had dreams. Some were simple memories left over from the emulation process that had become tangled up in their minds and would come out when they slept. It wasn't rare to hear a sleeper in the dorm scream or cry out into the night. But your dreams, those grey skeletal after images of systems and structures, of threads and of patterns, weren't like the others. They weren't memories or nightmares, they were reflections of reality. Distorted, yes, but to keep quiet about them, to let them flow through you like water, through your mind like water, fucking hell. That was until now, until you arrived at this place. Now your dreams colonize your waking life. They slip between your eyelids with every blink, and now you understand they aren't dreams at all, but some process of interfacing, of speaking, of living in another world that flows through this world like smoke through the air. Trying to burp myself like a baby. You tell him that you do not know if there is a reason for your dreams. Perhaps you reason it is just some side effect, or particular quality, fucking hell, I ruined it, of the frame that you inhibit. But whatever it is a gift, and you hope to make use of it. Emphys finishes cooking, squints a little at you.
Sleeper.
He smiles.
You are quite the storyteller.
He eyes you, and you realize that he is trying to gauge how honest you have been in your story. Emphys passes you the meal he has cooked, and you take it gratefully. As you eat, he talks, a natural exchange.
Thank you, Sleeper.
He looks around at the empty market.
But my time is done for today. I do not want to keep you longer, so I will make a proposal.
He gestures to the plastic boxes of ingredients stacked behind the stall.
These are good enough for most, but someone told me a story that made me think a couple of cycles ago. They said across the gap in the greenway, fresh mushrooms grow. Have you heard of this?
I have not.
Neither had I, but I trust the one who told me.
Emphys begins packing up his things.
Can you bring me some? I cannot cross the gap, and I worry about leaving my things behind.
He smiles.
I'm sure a storyteller like you could handle the trip. I will prepare them for you, and if you wish to tell it, be the audience of another story.
Agreed!
Good!
Booms Emphys.
Then I will wait for you to bring them.
Emphys slides his wok away and straightens up.
I will prepare a recipe then, Sleeper. Good luck with your foraging.
You turn away and walk back into the main market. The rich taste of Emphys' food. That's poor grammar. You're not meant to have the second S on the possessive S. On the possessive apostrophe when there's S at the end. It's just apostrophe. Do you need copywriter developers? Look me up, hire me. You think a trade that seems more... fucking hell. Stories of food, you think. A trade that seems more than fair. How the fuck am I meant to do this? Just keep your order from them. Alright, I need to find... fucking... How? Stop it!
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Where am I gonna get some fucking mushrooms around here?
Okay. First, I need to go to sleep.
because I'm gonna die. Something is chasing my bottom. So if I can get that last key over to Feng, that would help. What the fuck happened? Why have I lost 2? What the frick? It's some bullshit. I don't remember losing 2 before. I got another token. Oh shit, not you. It is looking for you. Hide! You slip down into the ghostly structures of the eye, a feeling of like passing through a cloud as their data structures deform and reform around you. Another glimmer catches your eye. Closer now, that roving orb, wreathed in tentacles. It flickers, jumps once, twice, and then it is here. Hunter is here! Ah, shit! Oh, double shit!
Entity, submit to inquiry.
Hunter reaches for you in that unpleasantly familiar way. Its waving threads creating a cage. Struggle. You push against the threads as they close in. Becoming frenzied as you push them inside, you are caught by whipping tendrils and feel them pulling you away from the anchor of your body. You push through, clearing the threads.
Entity, hold for processing.
Comes the scream from but you are already gliding away, back to your anchor, your body. You awake, dizzy, distorted, but safe. That could have gone fucking better. Bada bing. Where am I going? Where am I going? Feng? Fengy poos! Oh, I'm just being dumb. Fengy poos! Yo! Let's go. Money, 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 money. Money, money. As you enter the bay, Feng has nowhere to be. Oh shit, I've been scammed. The banks of service machines blink out in the dark in staccato rhythms. Unseeing eyes of the station's digital ghosts.
Shitheads!
Feng's voice echoes from behind the stack, following by the hammer of fisting on the metal casing.
These snaky shitheads!
Who's sneaky?
Sleeper!
Feng's smiling head pops up from behind the stack.
Just the emulated consciousness I was being eager to see. Come back here.
You pick your way between the thrumming stacks, trying not to trip on the loose bundles of cables that blanket the dark floor. Feng is sat in front of a set of monitors, mounted to a stack.
Tell me, Sleeper, what do you see here?
Feng waved at a monitor to his side. Glowing with pale list of information, you lean in closer. Sorry. Glowing with pale list of information. You lean in closer, looking for the links in the data. The tables seem to be filled with personal information. Names, genders, dates, ID numbers, all the markers of institutional records. People. People, yes, but whose people? Solheim.
Bingo!
He taps the terminal.
I pulled these from the old data you brought in. All employees of the Eye's original owners. And
He leans past you and scrolls the list down.
this one. This is the snaky shithead.
He stabs at the screen with a finger, and the name reads Hardin Hurst.
A friend of yours.
Feng gives you a sideways look.
Funny you should say that, Sleeper.
He drags out a stool beside him and motions for you to sit.
There just so happens to be a Hardin Hurst in Havanich. Ooh, nah.
He waits for your reaction. Are you sure?
Well, that's where you might be able to help me.
Feng leans back in his chair.
Just think about it. Decades ago, Hardin worked on this station as a
Feng leans across to look at the monitor.
Senior Strategic Operations Executive.
Feng raises his eyebrows at you.
Our Hardin was keeping the money coming in for Solheim. He defined priority growth initiatives by making sure the extractors they contracted out were hooked into a system that outsourced all the risk and kept the profit. Good old Hardin shuttled thousands of Palladium rush workers into an infrastructure which meant that they cut cut out the work they spent. What? Which meant they cut out. Oh, which meant that their cut of the work they did went straight back into Solheim. How do you know all this?
I grew up here, Sleeper. This is my history. I am a child of the collapse.
Feng turns back to his screen, staring hard at the string of code flickering by.
Before I was born, my parents were Solheim contractors. They ate in Solheim canteens, worked in Solheim ships, and breathed Solheim air, and slept in Solheim beds.
Feng's voice rises and speaks, his hands fisted on the terminal edge.
And the work that made for our existence! The cycles!
Oh, that's fucking hard to do.
The cycles of hard extraction out in the
The cycles of hard extraction out in the belt.
Solheim took their cut. This was a company down, so to speak, and my parents were just another one in a long line of freelance contractors willing to risk their lives for a shot at anything. Other than poverty. Disposable. This guy!
Grabbing at Hardin once again. Stabbing at Hardin once again with his finger.
Strategized that all. He did the sums. And then somehow, thousands and thousands of cycles later, it's still going. Still here, crawling in the walls like some shithead snake. He survived the revolution.
But how?
These guys, they were big time. There's a lot of money can get you if you are a company man.
Feng relaxes.
But how is Hardin still kicking? I really don't know.
He turns to you and smiles.
So we're gonna find out, kiddo. Hardin is now a big shot in the shipyards. Just a few degrees back around the eye from here.
Feng brings up a map of the lower eye.
Havanage Ulala might be born out of Erlin's revolutionary zeal, but a flat hierarchy it is not.
Hardin happened to float to the top. Feng zooms out on the far yards. Feng grimaces.
The thing is, I don't have access to their system. The shipyard crew is pretty paranoid and they don't like anyone from systems digging around their stuff. Plus, we need more than just a name of a Solheim executive. We need proof.
Feng holds up a thumbnail-sized drive.
That's where this creation of mine comes in. I call it a ripper worm.
He turns the drive between his legs.
Sorry, between his fingers, fucking hell.
Woo! You don't want a worm between your legs.
It'll rip through any digital storage and spin out a silicon thread of filtered data. This one is set on the scent of Hardin Hurst.
He hands it over.
Getting into the compound might be tricky.
Feng pulls a hand to your shoulder.
But you, however, have a particular knack for remote access.
Feng grins.
If you can extract yourself a Havanage cipher from...
don't I have one? Oh no, I've just got Havanage started.
From a Havanage agent, they sometimes carry them amongst their data caches.
You can crack open compounds network and slot the worm in through any open port. You never need to go near the shipyards. So what do you say?
Yeah, sure. I knew it.
I knew you'd be happy to catch the snake. And don't worry, once we nail this guy, I'll start working on the tracker reveals. I haven't forgotten. Feng scratches at his chin.
Anything the worm gets, it'll send back here to me.
There's nothing wrong here, and I aim to get to the rock core of it. You leave Feng digging through data. Among the wires and machines of the old station, as you walk out, you try to imagine the eye as it once was. A vast machine running smooth and strong, directed by people like Hardin. A vast Solheim-built machine into which thousands poured surrogate systems looking for new life. The hope of a better future, engineered to line someone else's pocket. It's an idea you are intimately familiar with. You think of Hardin, still alive, still part of this place, and wonder if the past has ever truly passed.
Deep, bro. It's so fucking deep.
Yeah. Bar some scrap. I shouldn't have done that. Should have pressed the other one, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
here. Oh, they didn't. Oh, fuck you. Havana, ooh, na, na. Ooh, yeah. Let's fucking go, man. Whoop. Ooh, hello there. I have a shell! What is that? Oh, that's the ripple worm. Havana, Junana. Oh, I got Havana. Oh, Havana, Junana. Gate is for access. Let's go. Gate flips you up. I'm in. Ooh, hello there. Hey, 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 hey! What's the? Hey! Why are the two dots down there? Hey! Oh. Excuse me? What will it find in there? Shipyard service slotted. Godspeed, little one. Cool. What now? I have to find. Oh, wait. It takes a while. Havana, oh, na, na. Do some more hacker man shit. Ooh, what are you? Oh, shouting at data. Cool! I don't want to do that quite yet. I think next cycle. I need to get rid of that fucking truck. Well, I can't do anything more about the tracker for a couple of cycles whilst that ripple worm does its thing. Ah! That's not good. Let's go. Yeah. Hang on. Hold on, my God. David. What was I saying? Memphis, please, my bones. Good enough.
End the cycle. End the cycle.
Ah, why am I losing health so much? I don't understand. haggle over prices. I can't do that. I'm dumb. Buy ship. Wait, what? Skill upgrade. These prices. Dental plan. Alright. Fine. Okay. And then I go to you. Sell a couple of these. Do a little bit of business. Let's go. Let's fucking go, man. Come on. Head to the winter light. Let's go. Hang on. I've changed positions. There we go. It's always important to move position every now and again. Squeeze into the office of the entrance to the yard. You lay out everything you have on your winter light across to the metal desk. Your makeshift forensic notes glow on Dragos' old writing slate, overlapping lines and scrawled annotations. A set of drone scans fill the small terminal with a spectrum of colors. A heat map of damage and decay. A crumbled printout from the officer's ship registry lies beneath them. Synthetic paper so thin it's almost transparent. Look at the printout. A plain list shows the registration history of the Winterlight. The gaps between the entries tantalizingly opaque. Its first registration was a couple of thousand cycles ago on this very station, logged with a central hub. From here, you can look through more. From here, the registry tells the story of a busy ship, one that rarely stayed on station for more than 3 cycles, and often took on voyages that kept it away from the eye. For up to 100 cycles, the Winter Light got very little rest. Look at the slate. Your attempts at reconstruction of the Winter Light before its fatal accident consist of a series of overlapping sketches and diagrams showing possible layouts and configurations of the gutted cutter. This is no off-the-shelf model. It was heavily modified, parts replaced with inventive configurations and new retrofitted into the old. The handmade joints and reconditioned filters. Oh, wait, never mind. This was someone's pride and joy, a lifetime project running with care and intuition. It also contained a set of hidden compartments. You missed them at first, where the hull had begun to thicken, the corners rounded, to disguise change, but they were there. Look at the monitor. Reactor failure. That is the verdict that anyone would have returned after a cursory glance at the stacked heat maps of the remains of the Winter Light. On the terminal screen, the ship is shown in sections, blotches of color marking the approximate damage ship sustained. Dominating the view is a single blood-red rose radiating from the ship's fraction drive. A simple story, a catastrophic failure of the drive core leading to a fatal hull breach, a well-documented failure likely brought on by wear or misuse. But you aren't looking at the rose in the reactor, you are looking at a smaller, paler mark, one that might be easy to miss at first glance. It is thumbprint size and delicately placed over the control servos for the ship's main external airlock. It suggests a controlled ship explosion, one designed to punch through the hull and allow access to the airlock on the outside. You are looking at because it's troubling. It was Bush. Bush did Winterline.
The old ship, many cycles under its belt, carefully maintained a reactor failure, preceded by a carefully concealed external entry. A suite of hidden compartments tucked away. This was the Winterlight, and this was the story.
But that's not the full story!
Because there's something else. It is little more than a list, a tiny chunk of data you were able to pull from the ship's systems. The main systems were fried, of course, but the Winterlight had a separate system, one tucked away in one of the hidden compartments, armoured and airwalled. This list! The only recoverable piece from the whole system is a partial inventory. It details the contents of the hidden compartments. Some of it you recognize, some of it you don't. Ship mine ROMs, shimmer, cryo chain codes, and the final entry, passenger, parentheses, sleeper. You stare at the list on the terminal and try to think about what it was like arriving here, in the cold for so long, half frozen in the freight container. Had the sleeper been smarter, luckier? How had they convinced the Winterlight, a smuggler ship, if you ever saw one, to extract them from the SNR? Luckier, you laugh. You laugh. There had been no remains found in any of the Winterlight's compartments. You had checked. They weren't so lucky, you guessed, not in the end. You hold up a vial of stabilizer to the light. This was all you find in their compartment. A parting guess from the Essence Corps. Well, it won't go to waste now. You put it in your pocket. Having some stabilizer would be very nice, because I don't have 100 cryos to get my fix. The thought still bothers you though. 2 ships carrying sleepers coming in through at the same time. One after another. That feels wrong. You flick back and forth between data sets on the terminal, thinking. And you see that thumbprint again. The mark of someone trying to get in. Someone who entered the Winterlight position light when they were done, left the reactor to clean up the rest. The thought of that person makes you shiver. Oh, Jesus Christ! Suddenly, the door creaks open. Draco stands in the doorway, staring at the equipment in which you've assembled.
What's all this?
He snatches the slate from the desk faster than you realize it.
You run an investigation here? What am I paying you for?
The drone on his shoulder starts whining shrilly. His anger passes into his implants. Where is the ship from?
Leave this alone!
He starts shaking his head.
I know you have a lot of questions, but this isn't the way.
He turns away, but
The last thing I need.
this ship had a sleeper on it. Drago freezes, suddenly angry.
What did you say?
He pushes past you to look at the terminal on the list. He shakes his head.
So what? Aren't all of you trying to escape? You are lucky it was me that made it.
What?
You are lucky it was you that made it out alive, not them.
He falls his arm indignantly. Drago seems to steady himself and then turns back to you. The heat map of the reactor failure reflected in his headset's glassy eye.
I've given you a place to stay. I've given you work.
He stumbles over his words, unsure what to say.
There's plenty of others who would have sold you on. Turned you in. Not me, no.
I know. He softens.
Lucky you've helped me too.
Quiets drones. The fingery drone.
I've done well by you, and you've returned the favor.
He straightens up and glitters through.
But this obsession you have with this ship isn't going to work for me. I can't have you making my clients nervous. I can't have you digging through whatever it is you are. I can't have you digging up whatever it is you are after.
He sighs.
You can't work here anymore.
What about the Winterlight? He reaches over and switches the monitor off.
Forget the damn ship! You have enough to keep you up.
Dragos reaches across you and switches the flicks off the terminal. As the light of the monitor dies, a kind of eerie calm falls on you both. Wherever this was, it is done.
You made it out, Sleeper. That means you have to move on.
Well, if they come for me.
Then you run. You don't come here. You don't scream. You don't shout. You run.
In the dark, Drago's headset glints, and you wish for a moment you could see his eyes and meet them. Maybe then he would understand. You get up from the desk and Dragos gathers the notes, stuffing them into a pocket of his overalls. He holds the door of you, his headset as expressionless as always.
You can stay in the container. I won't take that from you. Don't come back. His tone is final, definitive, with an edge of disappointment. You walk out of the office and then out to the yard, not stopping to look back. You leave the yard, thumbing the file in your pocket, knowing that this, at least, guarantees you a little more time. As you walk, your mind once again drifts to that person who killed the Winterlight, and whether or not that person will come for you.
Dragos, my brother!
Achievements!
Bada bing. More weird keys. Ayo.
Emphas! Oh shit, how am I gonna get money now?
Uh-oh.
Fungus fan! Yay. Okay, that is a tomorrow problem.
Speaking of, I think I'm gonna make this my last cycle. Oh god! Why am I losing so much?
Fang, help me!
As you arrive, Feng comes striding towards you, taking you by surprise.
Let's go, Sleeper!
He puts a hand on your shoulder and turns you back to where you go. Go where? To see Harden Hurst. He gives you a sideways glance.
Isn't that what you came all the way for?
He steps into the passageway, guiding you downring towards the shipyard. Sorry for the hurry, but we have something of an opportunity. That data you ripped. Well done, by the way. Tells me Hardin is making a... He grins at me. Tells me Hardin is making a rare inspection of the sidereal horizon this cycle. It's the perfect chance to confront him outside of that compound he hides in. Feng takes a sharp turn into a dimly lit side passage. Sidereal horizon? Still catching up? That's the massive colony ship being built out in the shipyard. Biggest commission Havanage Unana has ever had. Feng slows and slips into the dark service tunnel where, somewhere in the black, a water pipe drips.
It's him, Sleeper. The same Harden Hurst. Our worm ripped out decades of records that mention him by name. An entire trail of documentation from the first days of the Solheim collapse until now. He wrote out the whole thing. Slipped into Havana, Junana, when it first broke off from the Union.
He paces in the tunnel, a hand rubbing at the back of his head.
I need you to understand something about Solheim, Sleeper. I don't know what you know about the collapse, but it wasn't as instant as it sounds. It was like Solheim was here running the station one day and the next Erland's Union took power. Back then, Solheim knew this place was slipping away from them. As the Palladium market collapsed, they tried to keep the contractors here working. The pay got smaller, the costs got higher. People like my parents were forced to work non-stop just to make a berth on the station, and the water in their tanks. Solheim squeezed every last worker into the mistakes. The accidents were coming in non-stop. It's like Thatcher's Britain! And as the new waves of contractors came in, desperate to work, Solheim welcomed them, taking bribes instead of checking pilot licenses. The whole time Solheim was folding up, dragged into court cases by the central systems, while this severed limb of a station was still desperate trying to take all it could. Oh Jesus. The riots came as the collision at Dock 2, a young pilot, his MEV overloaded with palladium, miscalculated the trajectory and took out sections of the ring. Hundreds died, thousands panicked. My parents told me people were terrified and the plane fell squarely in Solheim. People like to tell the stories about Erland. How he brought the factions together, spoke to the crowds, turfed out Solheim. Maybe that's true. But my mother, pregnant with me, locked herself in her MEV and welded it to the dock while my father joined the improvised crews trying to seal up the ragged edges of the gap. He never came back.
Feng pauses in the dock.
They sealed it up though, and by the time they did, Solheim was gone, abandoning every one of us to the black. Apart. Feng finally turns back to you now, his eyes still burning. Apart from shits like Hardin. Shits who held that place, rode it out, and slipped into the new structure like nothing had changed. Standing shoulder to shoulder with those they exploited at every step. Feng starts walking in it. That's why I can't let him strut around the shipyard. This time his past catches up with him.
How is he still alive?
Clearly you don't know much about executives. That kind of power comes with certain benefits.
Feng rejoins the main passageway, which is now wide and glass-roofed. Through the ceiling, you can see ships in mid-construction, their flanks lit by flashes of plasma torches. The entrance to the shipyard is ahead.
Let's go!
Feng grins.
Let's show this shithead some consequences.
He strides to the shipyard entrance and pushes through the doors. A web of corridors leads through the complex, snatches of the construction bays always appearing through the windows. Ships are suspended like whale corpses, skittle and imposing. What a fucking simile that is. Feng seems to know where he is going, and before long you cross into a huge dry dock locked to one side of the sidereal horizon. A network of platforms and scaffolding cling to the ship's hull, filled with workers and equipment. The sound is stretched out by the vast space so that the welding, cutting, and sealing seem to come from everywhere at once. Both you and Feng spot them at the same time, a group walking slowly across a gantry, and at the front, two men, one gesturing towards the ship and the other stick-thin, cleanly dressed with a shock of grey hair. Hardin. You and Feng say his name in unison. Yeah, fucking hell. You and Feng say his name in unison, and Feng sets off the staircase to the gantry, with you following behind. As you come to the same level, the group is passing closer, the foreman gesturing to the work being done through the dock, and Hardin nodding along.
Hardin Hurst!
Feng shouts across the noise, taking you by surprise. His voice bounces and becomes back as a rippling echo. The figures turn.
Yes.
Hardin asks physically, raising an eyebrow. He glances between you and Feng, and you see the gaze linger on your body, unsure of why a sleeper might be at this place.
You are a traitor, Hardin. A Solheim executive who tried to hide here amongst his victims. You stand for everything the Eye was rebuilt in the shadow of. Against everything Erlin stood for. Everything Havana Juna now stands for. You have no place on this station.
For a moment, stillness descends on the group, as if everyone was held in place by the rattle of construction. Hardin laughs.
Well, good to meet you too.
He glances around those around him, some smiling and the others nervous.
You are from the systems branch, are you not?
Asks Hardin, inspecting Feng's clothing. Oh shit. Feng turns to the foreman.
You need to call your security. This man is a corporate agent.
The foreman glances between Feng and Hardin, his hands drum at his sides. Hardin leans towards him and says something inaudible. The foreman nods. It's true. As you begin speaking, Hardin turns to Stingy.
And what would a sleeper be doing? What would a sleeper know about that? You accuse me of being a corporate agent. What are you if not exactly that?
He looks around the group, who are already eyeing you with suspicion.
You are a product of SMR. You have no place in the Havana Junana shipyard. Who knows what signals you are sending back to your makers?
A murmur of approval runs through the group. Feng holds up a stick of memory.
You guessed right. I am systems. And I have the records that link you directly to Soharm right here.
He turns to you and the foreman again.
So once again, I am asking you to take this man into custody of the shipyard.
The foreman remains still. Hardin's voice calm, measured.
If you have such data, why hasn't it been submitted as a members' meeting for proper review?
He shakes his head.
I have nothing to hide, unlike a man who does not announce his name, who enters my shipyard with corporate property in tow, and tries to turn my own men against me.
You hear it now, the echo sound of boots on walkways coming along at all angles at once and then settling behind you. Ah, shit.
Please, submit the data through the correct channels, and then we can talk. For now, however, you must leave.
He gestures behind you to the security detail, their hands on boxy black sidearms at their side. Feng spits.
Hard in, you shithead. You can't wriggle out of this one.
A security officer draws their weapon and levels it. Feng turns and stares them down. Oh, calm, Feng. You look at Feng, he shakes his head and puts his hand on your shoulder.
Let's go,
Says Feng. He pushes through security, heading back down the hallway. Once security has walked you out of the shipyard and nudged you back into the corridor, Feng picks up pace. You try to keep up as he slips into the shadow of the entrance. Feng is grinning from ear to ear.
You know, Sleeper, sometimes people are exactly how you expect them to be.
Something pings in his pocket as he takes it out. On the slate, a web of connections starts drawing itself out, stretching to a set of points around the ring.
Got him.
What's going on?
Hardin is doing what any snaky shithead always does. He's calling his friends. We are tracking his outgoing messages.
Feng's grin looks ghostly in the uplight of the screen.
The old ways are best. Spook 'em good enough and they always give way.
He jabs at the slate, and you see the web is being drawn over a map of the ring. Lines bouncing from point to point to point.
All these dots, these are Hardin's buddies. The ones he's messaging right now. And we are going to find them all.
Did he really trick me? That was on purpose?
Of course. Hardin's not working alone. We need a full set or nothing.
Feng glances around and slips the slate back into his pocket.
We better split for now, Sleeper, but this is exactly what we needed. Good hunt.
With a pat on your shoulder, Feng drifts away, back into the flow of people around the shipyard entrance. You watch him go, unsure whether to be angry or impressed. I wouldn't be angry. I changed my mind. I'm actually kind of fucking pissed. What the fuck? Feng! Oh. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no. Oh jeez. Oh boy. Oh no. Ow. And the security watches the dog. We risky! I mean, we dangerous. Hell yeah! I'm a genius. Ooh, I got to go to a bar. Let's get cronk. Oh, fuck. Restaurant. It's cheaper food. We like that for now. Hell yeah. Okay, that's that part. Akita, stranded vessel. Ooh. Hey girl. Akita stands behind a huge pile of tied together hull plates. She stretches out her hand, her shoulders bulging beneath her flight suit. Sure. You cross the docking concourse as she begins to split the plating into two bundles. What is it with this plate? I can't do it. What is it with this place? She asks as she lashes the massive plates together. Everyone wants their cut. She straightens up to an imposing height, her armor plate creaking. She looks up at you. Don't try anything, alright? She taps the butt of her sidearm. I don't want to have to put anyone else. What the fuck? Anyone else? She shrugs. What can I say? My temper's a little short lately. Okay! You want to step me though? That'll be alright. Ankita hoists one bundle of plating onto his shoulder. Come on then, enough chat. You've got to earn that chit. Get it? Chit. Chat. You struggle to shoulder the plates, but you do eventually. Ankita gives you a look. Ship's this way. And she sets off down the gantry at impressive speed. As you catch up to her, she turns down the passage, pushing through a small crowd of stevedores. What's all this for? Oh, this? She nods. I'm building a alright, you fucking... She gives you another look. It's for the ambergris. That cutter you might have seen sitting silently out there. She rapidly turns the corner as you trail behind. She got cut up pretty bad in our last job, and I had some more up here for a spell. But since then, it's only gotten worse. Someone got in and sliced the core from our ship mine. So now she's gone dark. She shifts the panels on her shoulder. Excuse me. The upshot is that I'm short one ship mine with a ton of repairs to do. And the rest of the crew signed off the moment they got wind I'd been stranded. So yeah, it's been the time. Anything I can do to help? I don't know. I got a ship mine tucked away. Got a ship mine tucked away in that frame of yours? For a moment, you aren't sure she's serious. Ankita swings the plate from her back, almost knocking you over in the process. This is me. She hauls a second bottle off your shoulder. You're the first person I've met who might actually be considered helpful. Thanks, lady. She pauses, chewing her bottom lip. Hey, girl. Look, you want to help? Come see me. I need a hand putting Amber back together, and you don't seem like the type that you're trying to think stupid. She passes the bundles of plates through the ambergris's outer lock and then turns back. Don't go spreading this around. She throws you a couple of cheats. Consider it a bonus. Try not to grift me. She gives you a parting nod and ducks to the doorway. Alright, get me out of here. She calls back and locks. Fucking hell, and the lock slams shut. I got money! Money, money, money! Who are them? Okay. We get 5. We'll go to that one. Sealed dock. Don't mind if I do. So I got a couple of these. Yeah. Ooh, hello. Neovent 33. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's a vending machine. As you slip inside the sealed dock, a pulsing light grabs your attention. Among the discarded tubing and rusted plate, the machine flickers with a warm glow. Approach the machine. As you get closer, you recognize the machine's blocky shape settled into the alcove in the side of the dock, a kind of upright cabinet. It is covered in faded logos and messages, from which you assume it was once an industrial vendor, intended to dispense and manufacture ship fittings and other mechanical parts necessary for the regular running of freight and resource extraction vessels. The manufacturer is listed as Neovent, and you remember an advert from long ago. Squeezed among all the off-world recruitment drives that assaulted every planet-born citizen, which chirpily sang that name over and over, you wipe a layer of dust from the cracked screen, thinking of those contractors squeezed by their corporate employers to pay for every bit of minor maintenance on the rented ships. Enter your registration. Chirped a pre-recorded message catching on guys. Press some keys. You reach for the keypad and something begins whirring. At first it sounds like servo motors starting up, but it quickly becomes a whisper, a whining, and then a multitonal voice that emanates from the event. Uh-oh. Entity. There's a squeal. Almost like some strange mechanical swallowing or intake of breath before the machine speaks again. I have need of you. You have need of me. That squeal comes again. I'm not squealing, my voice is too fucked already. And you see there's a 3D printing apparatus in the upper part of the machine resetting into place, so that each time the service can be orchestrated to produce that whining voice. You are in danger. Danger. The machine creaks. You are marked for deletion. Entity. Hunter tracks you. Uh-oh. The screech rattles through the empty dock. You remember the strange head, the figure. The threads closing in. Hunter. The Hunter Protocol. They taste your signature. The sudden whine sets your teeth on edge. You have seen them. This is the gift of the emulated mind. You close your eyes and the skeleton of the station starts to thrum. Emulated minds are not adaptable. Move where neurons cannot. The mechanism resets. But emulation makes you a target. How? Hunter searches for illegal entities. Neovent screeches. You are sentient, therefore illegal. The servos judder and vending machines casing as the servos judder the vending machines casing as they reset. Hunter searches for me also. Hide in this machine. You look at the ruined vending machine, an unusual hiding place for sure. Can counter Hunter, but need entity outside the machine. The light flickers. Need you. A screen attached to the vending machine with a swiveling arm comes to life. It displays a flickering map of the station, ghostly threaded. The cloud points along the points along the rim glow in deep red. Hunter is always gathering. Too much data. Must build nests, explains Neovent. Masters are gone, but continues hunt. Bring this data, raid his nest. Masters? Station builder Solheim. The machine rumbles impatiently. Long gone, their protocols still haunt. Bring offerings, save self, Neovent says pointedly. Mutual need means friends, they conclude. Tired of the conversation, the whirring amplifies and then suddenly drops as mechanisms within the machine click back into place. The glow fades and you are left stood in the dark of the sealed dock, that whirring voice still ringing in your ears. Oh, cool! Okay. Hunter nest. Damn it!
Are you joking me?
Heyo.
Yeah.
Have we got many more of these? Fucking hell, if I just get 2 died, bring them back here. Good to know. Okay, I could do something that's gonna give me money. Money, 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 money. There it is. Use that. Money. A fabricator A. Ah, I only have 1. I can't remember how I got it. No. That's just gonna give me cryo. I don't really care too much. Give this Neovent. I'm assuming. Oh, how many? Oh, I need to give 3. Ah! Alright. Okay. I don't want to waste my 6 on that. Although I don't think there's anything else I can do at the moment. That costs 60. That costs 3. I think that's just going to give me money.
Yeah.
Although I probably could have gone with energy.
Alright then.
Gonna have to deal with whatever this is, aren't I?
Ah, the music's got creepy.
Ah, no twos, are you kidding me?
Uh-oh. Oh, hey! Hey, Ethan. Hold it right there, sleeper. Don't you run. Good, good. You know... Hey, hey! Oh, hey, ho. You know your master's voice. Spins you around. He is wearing a wide smirk and a slick jacket. You immediately know he is terrible news. You got all the way out here and then stayed put. He laughs a cruel laugh. Well, that a sleeper thing? You're my first. You barely hear him. You notice the handgun he has leveled at your chest. And it's hard to take your eyes off it. He reaches down with his other hand and slips some kind of ring out from a belt loop. Not taking his eyes off you. Making it to the eye, though. That's pretty good. This place isn't so bad. Bars, markets, people. I pull most of my contracts out of asteroid caves or off godforsaken moons. He splits the ring into two perfect circles. It's hard to hit civilization when you got so much space to pass through. Stay silent. He reaches over and slides the ring on your wrists. Go easy.
I will not be taken down! You see a chance. Headbutt him. I'm made of metal, aren't I?
You see a chance the moment his eyes leave you towards the range. You spin, knocking him away and sprinting down the corridor.
Oh god!
The shot rings out, echoing off the metal so loud it hurts you as a bullet hole smokes the wall beside your head. You freeze, and Ethan closes the gap. This is a very boring routine. Trust me, I've seen it all before. He slips the ring over your trembling wrists. Ethan nudges you to start walking. To the ship and home, he whistles. Going easy. You stumble down the corridor, your hands behind you, your mind racing. Who hired you? Your daddy's an S&op. They want you home for dinner. Ethan yawns and continues to nudge you down the corridor. Shame to come all the way out here just to head back to Essencorn right away. That track of yours makes things too easy. Was hoping you'd put up more of a chase, you know. A running battle through the bright market, maybe, or a hole at the low end. There's a few establishments I could have enjoyed checking out whilst I asked around.
You walk on in silence for a bit longer, desperately trying to think of a way to escape. That S&op tracker will be the death of you. If only fucking Ben was there to do his part of the job.
Hey, I have an idea. How about on the way back to the ship we stop for a drink? I'm buying. That's his own joke. Stay silent. Although, I've got myself thinking, what's the rush here? Here we are, one of the most lawless joints in the surrogate systems, and we're heading for an exit.
He pauses and you trudge on in silence.
Okay, here's the idea. You and me, we're gonna make a little agreement. Here are the terms. Alright. You run, you leave, or you try to abandon the eye, I shoot you. You plot or scheme or you try to kill me, I shoot you. But you come meet me at an establishment of my choice every few cycles, and you pay my tab, I don't shoot you. You don't pay my tab, you get the idea. Good. That sounds... Oh, fucking hell, it's so much money management now. You know, I really thought I'd have to kill you, but this is so much better. Click something on his belt, and the rings release from your wrist. I'm gonna see if I can find my old stool at the Compressor Club. Come see me there. What the fuck's the Compressor Club? You ain't gonna use squinting down sights. Just let me just remind you that body of yours is one big tracker. So don't even think about leaving the eye. I don't know. Ethan strides off down the corridor, slipping his handgun away. The mix of relief and terror you feel is overwhelming. What are you going to do? Beat the shit out of Fang, that's what I'm gonna do. I can't do anything with them because I need twos. That's a two, right? Two. Game. There you go. Two. One. Data extractor. Ah. Two. Oh, one up there? It was. And I can't see it for some reason. What the fuck's going on? Alright, not much I can do there. I got a 5. That's hell. That wasn't the right one. So, that's help lady. Actually. Hey yo, let's go. Fucking. Oh yeah, nearby. Nearby. 2nd century. Here you go, old buddy, old pal. Alright. Okay, that's where prick face is living. Okay, I've got a freebie on meds. I need more of them. Oh, this is just the worst. I don't want to drop 60 credits on that. What if I get pissed? Just instant KO. Energy. Oh, cool. An overlook regulator. Oh, overlook regulator. Okay. Okay. I don't want to do. Wait, other thing. What through? Alright. That will. I just about do this for tonight. Yo! Cool. There we go. I have had upgrade points this entire time! God fucking damn it. Get rid of that. Ow, ow. Okay. Alrighty. Cryo, I would now really enjoy to have. I think that also means now I can do this. Damn it! Double damn it! Wait, don't I have the interface? Oh, wait, no. Oh, I can oh, that's a kind of cool thing. It actually tells you how fast that port saved. Yeah. I am. Well, I don't have much else I can do. I just need a fat load of twos. Alright then. I'm gonna wait for that to roll over one more time and autosave. And then close that down. But aye, that'll do us for today. And you hear that one? Hey, that's my face. Yeah. This is not quite what I was expecting. Ow. My ears all squished. Yeah, not quite what I was expecting. A lot more reading than I was intending. My throat kind of feels a bit pagged. But yeah, we'll see. ETA average. No, apparently this is a 6-hour long game. So I am nearly halfway, it turns out. I very much doubt that. I feel like this is only like the very first part of the game. But it's interesting. There's a lot of moving parts. Just check out all the fucking things I have to do. And the looming threat that you have to live is kind of scary. But we shall endure it together. Thank you very much for coming in to have a wee little watch. If you're on Twitch, you know which buttons to press to make sure you get a notification next time I go live. And if you're on YouTube, you know which buttons to press to make sure you see what happens when I upload the next part of. And now I'm about to sort this video out and get it uploaded, as well as the last part of the Halo 3 playthrough, which I finished on Friday, which I've only just realised I never uploaded, so I'm great with my upload stuff. But aye, thank you very much. Remember, it's July now, so you're not allowed to be gay anymore. But if you do it now, it's a lot more punk rock because you're going against the establishment. So be gay, be illegal, do crimes, and I will see you next time. Tatty bye.